Yapıydı bu Klaus Schmidt, Alman arkeolog. Orada su birikti artık. Orada suyun altından kaldı. Adam müze işte eser meser teslim ederken ya arkeologlar abi bu toprağa bakmışlar, bu yığma. Doğal bir toprak değil. Burada çakmak taşları var, şeyler var.
The strange statue found by the farmer was far more impactful than he knew at the time. He brought it to all major institutions in the town, as it clearly held some importance to him, even though he may not have realized at the moment. And the world left it unappreciated, really, until Klaus Schmidt in 1955 brought it to prominence. Southern Eastern Turkey Isles, we're looking at 12,000 years ago. It's like there was some kind of campus here. Wait a minute, why was this ancient settlement so unknown? It is necessary to take a closer look at this structure, which is also an inspiration for a popular TV series.
Daha önce kimsenin böyle bir şey bulduğunu sanmam.
Ben kendimi bildim bileli bu sembolü çiziyorum.
Canım, ne oldu?
Yaşlı bir kadın gördüğünüzü söylemişsiniz.
Hanımefendi.
In these years, people were hunter-gatherers, and that leaves a big question. It seems this was no residential area. There was no building that served as houses for the people. Why did humans need to build these structures 12,000 years ago? However, according to the ruins, these people deliberately covered their beliefs and migrated. There are many opinions about this, the most prominent being climate change. 12,000 years. The oldest known building, 75,000 years older than the Stonehenge and pyramids. This is the concept of time. What is real time? How can we perceive this? When we say thousands of years, Gobeklitepe, how can our minds even perceive it? How does our human mind shape it? To answer these questions, going back 100 years will be enough to enlighten us. Genius at the beginning of the 19th century. Newton, I'm so sorry. Does time continue to exist when we don't? What gives it meaning? Does this phrase sound familiar to you? If we're looking for answers to these questions, a young person working in a patent office in the city of Bern will give us the answers. That young person is none other than Albert Einstein. According to classical physics, time is absolute and universal. If you define it this way, that's Newtonian time. It's the same for everyone, everywhere, and always will be. It's immeasurable, but imperceivable. Newton argued that the objects existing in the universe are totally separate from space. If the object and the universe are destroyed, time will continue no matter what. However, when Einstein saw Maxwell's equations, he realized something. Well, there was a constant, actually, and that was light. And it was in this that he found the problem. Newton's laws were problematic and needed to change. To understand this, we can have a thought experiment. According to Newton's laws, when the sun disappears, the Earth is immediately thrown out of its orbit. This is due to the laws of gravity. Two objects with gravitational attraction are connected to each other by a rope. The big one always keeps the little one. If it's removed, as a constant, an instantaneous power. However, according to Einstein, the only constant in the universe is the speed of light. Nothing will ever exceed it. The name of the universal limit is the speed of light. In this case, it takes about 8 minutes for the sun's light to reach the Earth. And since gravitational velocity also moves exactly at the speed of light, it means that even if the sun disappears right now, we will be able to live for another 8 minutes. Post, you know next. Everything disappears. Einstein is famous for his thought experiments. You might have known this famous train one. In this experiment, there are two people in one train. One of these people is inside the train, looking outside from inside the train. The other is moving very fast. The train is moving very fast. Let's assume that there are two trees in a row at 100 meters intervals on the back of this track. And lightning strikes these two trees at the same exact time. According to Einstein, this event happens simultaneously for the person standing outside the train. However, for the person on the inside of the train, the lightning strikes the tree first and the third tree. That's exactly what relativity is. Two different people, two different times. That is, time changes according to the perceiver. Back of this track. And lightning strikes these two trees at the same exact time. According to Einstein, this event happens simultaneously for the person standing outside the train. However, for the person on the inside of the train, the lightning strikes the tree first and the third tree fuck.